Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Arbiter Freak 2. Now I've been asked with this question a few times, and it's came up in a few of my other videos, such as the tips for a cheap gaming setup video. And this is building versus buying a computer. Now the overwhelming majority of those tech enthusiasts will say, build a computer, do it. And what do I say? That's exactly what I say. Build a computer, don't buy it. But if you're looking for like a reasonable comparison, then this is a great place to start. So first of all, there are very, very few reasons why I would choose buying a PC over building one. Here are those reasons. First of all, it saves you time and effort. If you do not know how to build a PC, it'll take you a few weeks of some pretty time-intensive research to figure it out. It's not like it's that hard, but there's a lot of different combinations of choosing the parts. Choosing the parts is the hardest part, not putting it together. Choosing the parts that actually work together will be the hardest, unless you use a website, which I think is cheating, like a PC part picker. It'll take a little bit of time to figure out which parts to go with which. And even if when you're on your first time, the first 2 times I built computers, I messed up somehow and I had to reorder a part because I got something that just wasn't compatible. So that's the thing. You'll save yourself time and effort. Another thing, you might like the look of the case more. Look at this computer right here. This is called the Alienware 51. This computer is super expensive, it has super high-end specs, and you could probably build it yourself for a little cheaper. But the case, that triangle LED case, you can only get that case unless somebody buys that computer and then resells the case, or you get the Alienware itself. And that case is super sexy, and that's the way it is with a lot of these pre-built computers. They'll come with a case which just looks really, really cool, and sometimes it'll draw me towards buying that almost because it just looks so cool, you know, or have some new features on it or something. You know, there's some great cases that you can just buy empty, you know, but that I just love the Alienware Area 51. Oh, it looks so nice, but yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, if you don't know how it works, basically, you just have a case. That's basically the you know, quote unquote computer. It's what the computer looks like, and then inside the case, there's a bunch of different parts which work together to actually make the computer function. So that's for those of you who are really not sure about how this thing works. But anyways, besides that, the only other reason you want to buy a computer, I'm talking more. This works for really anything, but I'm talking gaming. This is more gaming specific, but you know, for any computer really. Another thing is laptops. You can't build a laptop. You just can't. Well, you can, but it's a hell of a lot harder than building a desktop. Not only because you're limited on space, but finding a case and a display for a laptop, it's pretty impossible. So good luck with that. You can't really build a laptop. If you're gonna buy a laptop or make a laptop, you just buy a laptop because you really can't make a laptop. So that's the thing about laptops. If you want a laptop, you can't build it. But I'm assuming most of you already know that, so now, what are the advantages of building your own PC? Sorry I sound so sorry I sound like I have a cold, because I have a cold. I think something's going on. I'm not really sure, so I apologize for that. But anyways, what are the advantages of building your own PC? First of all, the biggest one, money. You can get a much better computer for the same amount of money. Here, I'm going to go right now. I'm going to go on Newegg.com. Here, look, I'm recording this right now. Let's go on Newegg.com. No, that's not where most people will buy it from. Let's go to, like, Amazon, maybe. Yeah, like Amazon seems like a nice place. Let's look up a computer that has a GTX 780 desktop. All right. How about? Yeah, I don't know. I guess this one seems to be about what it is. All right. Let's look at this. Okay. Besides the liquid cooling, it's the same. 2 terabyte hard drive and a Blu-ray reader. Okay, so it has a few extra things, but all in all, this is almost the exact same computer that I have right now. You know, especially the 780 part, and you know, and the CPU as well. A few extra things in there, but nothing that would really drive the price up. The computer is available for nearly $2,100. I built my computer without any upgrades. I've upgraded it a few times and replaced some things a few times just because I used it constantly. But I built my computer for around $1,700. Now that is a difference of $400. $400, that's a lot of money. You know, and you'll find it the same with basically any of these computers. This computer is $100 more, but oh, that has a 980. That's even newer. But I guess when I bought the 780, it cost as much as the 980. So whatever. You know. But yeah, I've got higher CPU and a few other things like that than this. But my point is, no matter what, you're going to be able to build a powerful computer for cheaper than you can buy one, especially in gaming. If you're going to build a computer for a non-gaming computer for $300, you could probably find an equivalent one for about $300. But if you're talking a high-end computer for gaming, then you build it. You know, especially because you can take advantage of deals for parts on Newegg, or you know, even score some good deals on eBay. I got a GTX 550 Ti a few years ago for like $40 on eBay, which is really impressive price, and that thing still works great even though we're so far ahead in the series. But yeah, you can just save so much money, and that's the biggest thing to me is money. Second, reliability. Companies such as, I don't know, Dell, Acer, Alienware. Alienware is Dell, but same thing. I don't know, maybe does Samsung make, I know they make computers, I don't think they make gaming computers. Any of the, you know, iBuyPower, Cyberware PC, you know, the iBuyPower and Cyberware PC ones are a little more friendly and a little more trustworthy, but still, you'll find that these companies, especially, you know, especially the big ones, they use the cheaper parts so they can make more money. And, you know, if I was to go back on those computers, or a computer made by, let's say, Alienware, and I was to look at the motherboard, and I was to go, and if that's a motherboard you can buy standalone, I would to go and look at that motherboard, and it probably, I'm guessing it would probably get a fairly low rating, or have some issues with it, or like the hard drive or something, some like super off-brand thing. And I was looking inside this computer. We have some gaming computers at school. I was looking inside of it, and like the power supply was this brand I've never heard of, probably from like China. And my guess is that it's not going to last too much longer. And those are some new computers in there. But when you build it yourself, you can make sure that all the parts you're buying are genuine. You can make sure all the parts you're buying are going to last a long time, and you have complete control over how long your computer is going to last. There's no question of, is this going to malfunction? I mean, parts can malfunction just randomly, even if they have no reason to. You know, they can just happen. That's the way electronics work. But there's a much smaller percentage if you know everything that's in your computer. And if you're very familiar with it, and if something does go wrong, you can usually tell what it is because you built the computer yourself. And that's really the great thing about it is control. So reliability is a big one. Second of all, you know, customization. Obviously, so many more options when you build it yourself. And you won't get screwed over. You know, if you want a big hard drive, you can do that. If you want more RAM so you can run multiple things at once, if you can do that. If you need, you know, if you're working on CPU intensive programs, then you get a better CPU and worse other things. If you need, you know, if you want a gaming computer, then you can an okay CPU but a good graphics card, and you'll be okay for gaming. That's just the way it works. You can customize exactly how you want. You may look exactly how you want. You know, get whatever case you want. It's just completely revolves around you, and that's great. And that's not a freedom you have necessarily when buying from another company. Jeez, this is a really long video. I need to wrap this up, but there's so many things to say. Okay, what else is there? Well, there are a few more things, but most importantly, and I guess, yeah, I guess one of the biggest things for me is that I think it's fun. Once I learned how to do it, when I first did it, I thought it was a little bit stressful, like figuring out all this stuff, just a lot of information. But now that I'm super comfortable with it, it's fun. It's very fun. Like I just when the PC I'm using now, when I ordered all the parts for this, and I just had all the boxes laying down on the floor, and I was just about to build it, and I just had the empty case sitting there, like I was super excited. I was super happy. Like I was. I was in extremely good mood because I was so excited. Like I just, it was so fun, and choosing the parts and seeing how this thing was going to turn out. It's like one of these funnest experiences that I'll ever have in my life, as nerdy as I seem. But it's just so fun. I mean, spending a lot of money, but that's the point. You spend a lot of money on this big project that you do. You know, see how fast you can build it. You know, see how nice you can do the wire, the cable management, which I'm still not very good at, but you know, it's something to improve on. It's just fun. It's very fun. I just have fun with it. And the fun isn't something that you'll have when just buying it. So that wraps up all the major points I have. If you have anything to say, please let me know in the comments. Be sure to leave a rating and subscribe. My name is Arbiter Freak 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.